Now, this is how you make a return to the big screen after a long gap. No extravagant budgets, no mind-numbing action set pieces, just a simple, heartfelt, slice of life story told with charm and confidence. Let's talk about Sarvam Maya, Beyond the Reel. Let's begin. On the screen, what the film delivers at a surface level. Sarvam Maya is a horror comedy written and directed by Akhil Satyan, and the biggest strength of the film is its smooth, breezy storytelling. The narrative is largely linear, only shifting briefly into flashback territory towards the end. The screenplay flows effortlessly through its runtime, like a gentle breeze, and yes, that pun is fully intended. There's a comfort in how the film moves forward, never rushing, never dragging. Now, if there's one space where Nivin Pauly rarely disappoints, is romantic, light-hearted, slice-of-life cinema. From Tattathin Marayathu and Premam to Om Shanti Oshana and Bangalore Days. This has always been his element, and it's refreshing to see him back in that zone. Here he plays Prabhendu, an electric guitarist whose life changes after an unexpected encounter. Nivin looks comfortable, expressive, and genuinely invested, something his recent outings were missing. Opposite him is Riya Shibu, who delivers a standout performance as Delulu. Her voice modulation, body language, and innocent energy occasionally recall Sai Pallavi, and that's high praise. In a time where female roles often rely on surface-level appeal, Riya's performance feels natural, grounded, and sincere. Preeti Mukundan also delivers a solid supporting performance, while Aju Varghese as Rupesh is tailor-made for comedy. His timings, his expressions, and dialogue delivery land consistently throughout the film. The supporting cast does exactly what the film needs, with special mention to veteran actor Janardhanan, who brings warmth and gravitas. We also get pleasant cameos from Alphonse Putran as Dr. Raphael and Priya Warrior in a brief appearance. Now, visually, Sarvam Maya is a competent and confident film. VFX usage is minimal, and while it's not top tier, it's never distracting. The focus remains firmly on character dynamics rather than spectacle. Cinematography by Sharan Velayudan, combined with crisp editing by Akhil Satyan and Ratin Radhakrishnan, gives the film a consistently warm, feel-good texture. But the biggest emotional lift comes from Justin Prabhakaran's music. Tracks like Pudumara and Chiritottu stand out beautifully, the latter being a resemblance to Ed Sheeran's Sapphire, whether inspired or coincidental. Produced by Firefly Films and Akhil Satyan Films, this is exactly the kind of small-scale story-driven cinema that deserves more backing. Moving between the lines. Sarvam Maya is ultimately about connection. The film gently suggests that happiness and healing often comes through the people closest to us, and that reconciliation matters more than abandonment, especially in uncertain times. The emotional anchor is the ghost Delulu and her relationship with Prabhendu. Rather than fear, she becomes a guide, helping him navigate both personal and professional struggles. Prabhendu begins as an atheist, slowly shifting towards agnosticism by the end. Two belief systems, that is Christianity and Hinduism, are shown intertwined in the story of the film, but the film avoids committing to either of the faiths. Rather, a blanket statement delivered by Madhu Warrior's character, who is playing the role of the big brother to Prabhendu, suggests that God exists within us and can be expressed in many ways. It's a surface level exploration though, but since faith isn't the core focus, it doesn't derail the film. Interestingly, while belief in God remains ambiguous, belief in ghosts seems firmly established through the film. There's a familiar Casper-like thread here. Casper as in Casper the Friendly Ghost. Lost memories, unfinished business, and eventual closure. Once Delulu remembers who she was and what happened to her, she moves on to the afterlife, leaving behind emotional resolution. Janardhanan's character explains that spirit finds peace only after unfinished tasks are completed, a concept the film follows through sincerely. However, one noticeable gap is the absence of other ghosts in this world. For a film so open to the supernatural, Delulu feels oddly alone. The exorcism subplot, briefly touched upon through Aju Varghese's character, also feels underdeveloped. And finally, after the fade, what stays? As the credits roll, you feel genuinely connected to these characters. Unlike many low-effort horror comedies, Sarvam Maya earns its emotional beats and stands apart from the genre's usual shortcuts. The film also leaves behind a few lingering questions like who was the mysterious character Delulu wanted her parents to meet? That character is never shown. Did Rupesh actually perform a real exorcism? What happened to Delulu's brother and father? They are not shown visually in the end, though it is stated by the mother character to Delulu that both the brother and father character are preoccupied with their spheres of life after the death of Delulu. But it is never shown, as that would have provided a much better visual closure to the story of Delulu. Sadly, that doesn't happen. So where were they? And more philosophically, what really happens after life? Now that is a question that everyone needs to ponder upon, be it agnostic belief, a Christian belief, a Hindu belief, or whatever faith or whatever belief you're in. That is a question which all of us should ask, especially after this wonderful, sweet movie. So drop your thoughts in the comments. I love to hear your take. The film is highly rewatchable. Fans of Satyan Andhikar style cinema will spot several Easter eggs scattered throughout. This is easily one of the first genuinely good films of 2026. On the Beyond the Reel After Impact scale, Sarvam Maya earns a solid 3.5 out of 5. That is, it resonates. It's simply outstanding in its simple storytelling, gentle humor and heartfelt horror, which make it a warm family watch. Now, if you enjoy film conversations like these that go deeper than the hype and deeper into the movie's story and characters, subscribe to Beyond the Reel. I'll see you after the next watch.